The wind whispers across the dunes, a timeless song echoing through the millennia. Ibrahim, weathered and strong, walks towards the setting sun. He is a shepherd, a patriarch, a man wrestling with faith. He doesn't know the name he will eventually bear, the significance of his lineage. He is just a man, following a divine calling. The desert stretches endlessly, a canvas of ochre and gold. His journey has just begun, a journey that will shape the destiny of three great faiths. This is the beginning, the genesis of a legend. A radiant light descends, coalescing into a being of pure energy. The being speaks, not with sound, but directly into Ibrahim's mind. A covenant is made, a promise of faith, a test of unwavering devotion. Ibrahim accepts, his heart filled with awe and a sense of profound responsibility. The divine algorithm begins its work, planting the seeds of belief in the fertile ground of his soul. This encounter will forever alter the course of history, a pivotal moment in human spiritual evolution. Ibrahim kneels, offering thanks and reaffirming his commitment. His flock watches him, sensing the sacredness of the moment. He is the first, the archetype of faith, the ancestor of prophets. His unwavering devotion sets a precedent, a foundation upon which future religions will be built. This scene captures the raw power of faith, the profound connection between humanity and the divine. A solitary figure against a boundless landscape. Years pass. Ibrahim faces trials, tests of his faith, and the unwavering demands of his divine promise. He embodies resilience, perseverance, and the enduring power of hope. His life is a testament to the strength of the human spirit, a constant struggle between doubt and devotion. The world around him changes, but his faith remains steadfast, a guiding light in the darkness. A son is born, a legacy secured. Ishmael, a symbol of a different path, a testament to the complexities of faith. Their journey together is a reflection of the diverse expressions of belief. The desert, once a place of solitude, now becomes a stage for the unfolding of history. The bond between father and son, a powerful illustration of familial love and divine purpose. A glimpse into the future, a prophecy revealed. The divine algorithm continues its work, shaping the narrative of faith across generations. The words of the Quran echo through time, a constant reminder of Ibrahim's legacy. The vision is fleeting, a whisper of what is to come, a foreshadowing of the conflicts and interpretations that will arise. Time takes its toll. Ibrahim's body weakens, but his spirit remains strong. He reflects on his life, his journey, his covenant. The weight of his legacy presses upon him, the knowledge that his actions will reverberate through eternity. He is nearing the end of his earthly existence, but his spiritual influence will endure. Centuries later, the conflict begins. Three faiths, each claiming a connection to Ibrahim, clash over his grave. The echoes of his legacy become a source of division. The desert, once a symbol of unity, now becomes a battleground for religious ideology. The narrative spirals into centuries of debate. The stones whisper stories of the past, a testament to the enduring power of belief. Inscriptions tell of prophets, miracles, and the complex tapestry of faith. The lines blur, the narratives intertwine, creating a rich and layered history. The truth, however, remains elusive, lost in the sands of time. The divine algorithm stirs once more. The vortex intensifies, a beacon of hope and uncertainty. A new chapter is about to begin, a continuation of the ancient story. The future remains unwritten, the path forward shrouded in mystery. Ibrahim's legacy is far from over. The algorithm continues. The shimmering heat haze dances above the dunes, obscuring the details of the three camps. Generations have fought for control of this sacred ground, each believing they safeguard Ibrahim's true will. Whispers of a prophecy circulate, a convergence of power, a reckoning foretold in ancient texts. The desert holds its breath, anticipating the inevitable clash. A lone figure, cloaked and weathered, observes from a rocky outcrop, his face etched with concern. He remembers a time of shared reverence, a time before the divisions took root. His name is Khalil, a scholar of forgotten lore. He carries the weight of history on his shoulders, the burden of understanding the complex narratives that fuel the conflict. He's witnessed countless battles, each one deepening the chasm between the faiths. He seeks a way to bridge the divide, to rediscover the common ground lost to zealous interpretations. The divine algorithm, he believes, isn't simply a force of chaos, but a pattern, a potential for harmony waiting to be unlocked. He clutches a worn leather-bound book, its pages filled with cryptic symbols and fragmented verses. Within the largest encampment, life continues, a fragile semblance of normalcy amidst the looming threat. The marketplace is a vibrant tapestry of colors and sounds, but beneath the surface, suspicion lingers. Spies and informants move through the crowds, gathering intelligence. Rumors of impending attacks spread like wildfire. A young woman, Aisha, haggles over the price of spices, her eyes darting nervously around. She yearns for peace, for a world where faith doesn't necessitate bloodshed. Khalil retreats to his hidden study, a sanctuary of knowledge and contemplation. He pores over ancient scrolls, searching for clues to the prophecy's true meaning. The astronomical charts reveal a celestial alignment coinciding with the predicted convergence. He suspects the divine algorithm isn't merely a random occurrence, but a deliberate orchestration. He believes the key to resolving the conflict lies not in power or conquest, but in understanding the underlying principles of Ibrahim's teachings. The leaders convene, the meeting a carefully orchestrated display of power and defiance. Accusations are hurled, old grievances are resurrected. Each leader insists on their interpretation of Ibrahim's legacy. The negotiations are strained, the air heavy with mistrust. Khalil watches from the shadows, knowing that words alone will not resolve the conflict. A fleeting vision of a bygone era, a time of unity and shared purpose. Followers of Ibrahim, regardless of their subsequent religious affiliations, gathered in peaceful communion. They shared stories, exchanged wisdom, and celebrated the common threads of their faith. Khalil remembers this era, a time of hope and harmony. He believes this vision is not merely a nostalgic memory, but a potential future waiting to be rediscovered. Near the predicted convergence point, a strange phenomenon unfolds. A swirling vortex of energy appears, pulsating with an otherworldly light. The symbol etched into the ground resonates with the energy, amplifying its power. Khalil recognizes the symbol a key to unlocking the divine algorithm. He understands that the convergence is not simply a physical event, but a spiritual one. Khalil confronts the ambitious leader, who seeks to harness the vortex's energy for personal gain. A battle of wills ensues, a clash between faith and power. The leader believes he is destined to fulfill Ibrahim's will, but Khalil understands the true meaning of Ibrahim's teachings. The fate of the desert, and perhaps the world, hangs in the balance. In a desperate act, Khalil activates a hidden mechanism, channeling the vortex's energy into a beacon of light. The light expands, illuminating the desert and reaching out to the hearts of the people. The light carries a message of peace, of understanding, of unity. The effect is immediate and profound. The sight of the beacon's light sparks a shift in the hearts of the people. Defenses are dismantled, weapons are laid down. People emerge from their encampments, drawn to the promise of peace. A sense of hope blossoms in the desert, a fragile but persistent flame. The algorithm shifts, responding to the newfound unity. The light pulsed, a silent promise carried on the desert wind. Doubt lingered in the eyes of some, hardened by years of conflict. But the warmth of the light touched something deep within, a forgotten yearning for unity. The ambitious leader watched, fury etched on his face, his plans unraveling like sand in the storm. He felt the power waning, the vortex resisting his control. A desperate plan began to form. Khalil staggered, the effort of channeling the vortex's energy taking its toll. He knew the leader wouldn't surrender easily. The beacon's strength was directly linked to his own life force. He focused on the faces of the people, their potential for peace, drawing strength from their hope. He whispered a prayer, a plea for guidance, for resilience. The desert air crackled with unseen energy. "Suppress it. Crush the light," he roared, his voice hoarse. His followers, though hesitant, obeyed, raising their weapons. Years of indoctrination ran deep, making it difficult to abandon their belief in his destiny. But the light was a powerful force, and fear began to creep into their hearts. Some lowered their weapons, confusion clouding their eyes. Drawn by an invisible force, people began to move towards the light. Children reached out, their hands outstretched. Elders, weathered by time and hardship, walked with newfound purpose. The air hummed with a quiet energy, a sense of possibility. The desert, once a symbol of desolation, now held a glimmer of hope. Khalil fought to maintain the connection, his body trembling. The leader's forces were advancing, their weapons aimed at the source of the light. He knew he couldn't hold them off forever. He had to buy time for the message of peace to truly resonate. His faith was his shield, his hope his strength. The vortex pulsed, responding to his will. A soldier lowered his weapon, his hand shaking. He looked at the faces of his comrades, then at the light, a flicker of doubt in his eyes. The years of fighting, the senseless violence, weighed heavily on his soul. He remembered a time before the conflict, a time of unity and shared purpose. The light stirred something within him. The leader unleashed a wave of dark energy, attempting to extinguish the beacon. The air shimmered, the desert floor trembled. The light flickered, threatened by the encroaching darkness. Khalil cried out, channeling every ounce of his remaining strength to defend the beacon. A battle of wills raged, a clash between light and shadow. Energy surged between Khalil and the leader, a silent war fought in the realm of the spirit. Visions flashed, past conflicts, future possibilities. Khalil saw the leader's pain, his misguided belief in power. He felt a surge of compassion, a desire to break the cycle of violence. The vortex pulsed with a blinding intensity. The leader faltered, the dark energy dissipating. The light overwhelmed him, forcing him to confront the consequences of his actions. His ambition crumbled, replaced by a profound sense of regret. He stumbled back, defeated, his power waning. The vortex, no longer resisting, flowed freely. Khalil collapsed, exhausted but triumphant. The beacon's light continued to shine, illuminating the desert and the hearts of the people. The leader lay defeated, his reign of ambition over. A new era had begun, an era of peace, understanding, and hope. The desert held its breath, waiting for the dawn. The desert air felt lighter now, cleansed of the leader's oppressive influence. Zara's hand was cool and steady, a grounding presence. Khalil looked at the beacon, its light a promise of renewal. He felt the weight of responsibility settle upon him, not as a burden, but as a call to action. The people watched, their faces etched with hope and cautious optimism. The path ahead wouldn't be easy, but they would face it together. He knew the true work of rebuilding had just begun. The council convened, their faces grave yet hopeful. Old man Hemlock, wise and respected, spoke first. He questioned Khalil about the future, about ensuring such darkness never returned. Others voiced their concerns, their hopes, their demands for justice and prosperity. Khalil listened patiently, offering reassurances and outlining his vision for a unified desert. He emphasized collaboration, understanding, and a shared commitment to peace. As they walked, Zara shared stories of her people, their traditions, and their resilience. Khalil learned of their struggles under the leader's rule, the hardships they had endured. He realized the depth of their suffering and the strength of their spirit. The children followed at a distance, their eyes wide with wonder, a silent testament to the change that had occurred. A gentle breeze carried whispers of gratitude across the sand. The palace stood as a stark reminder of the leader's ambition and downfall. Empty halls echoed with the ghosts of power and control. Khalil walked through the silent rooms, observing the opulence now devoid of life. He saw the remnants of the leader's ego, grand portraits, lavish furnishings, all symbols of a fleeting reign. A sense of sadness washed over him, not for the leader, but for the wasted potential. Nomads, weathered by the sun and wind, approached Khalil. They spoke of barren lands, depleted water sources, and dwindling herds. They sought his wisdom, his help in restoring their way of life. Khalil listened intently, understanding the urgency of their plea. He knew that healing the land was essential to healing the people. He vowed to dedicate resources and effort to their cause, a commitment to sustainable living. Standing beside the cracked riverbed, Khalil and Zara discussed strategies for water conservation and restoration. They spoke of ancient irrigation techniques, of harnessing solar energy for desalination. Zara shared her knowledge of desert plants, those that could thrive with minimal water. Their conversation was filled with practical ideas and a shared determination to revive the land. Life began to return to the desert. Work crews toiled tirelessly, implementing Khalil's plans. Canals were dug, channeling scarce water resources. Trees were planted, providing shade and sustenance. Solar panels were erected, harnessing the power of the sun. The desert slowly began to transform, a testament to human ingenuity and cooperation. Word of the change in the desert spread, attracting attention from neighboring kingdoms. A delegation arrived, bearing gifts and offering assistance. They recognized the potential for a powerful alliance, a partnership based on mutual respect and shared prosperity. Khalil welcomed them warmly, envisioning a future of collaboration and trade. Khalil gathered the people once more, addressing them with renewed hope and purpose. He outlined his vision for a unified kingdom, built on principles of justice, equality, and sustainability. He spoke of education, healthcare, and economic opportunity for all. His words resonated with the people, inspiring a sense of unity and shared destiny. The desert shimmered under the setting sun, transformed from a landscape of despair to one of hope. Khalil and Zara stood side by side, overlooking the revitalized land. A gentle breeze carried the scent of blooming flowers. They had faced darkness and emerged victorious, forging a path towards a brighter future. The work was far from over, but the foundation was laid. Years passed. The alliance solidified, ushering in an era of unprecedented prosperity. Khalil, now a wise and respected leader, oversaw the kingdom's growth, prioritizing education and innovation. Zara, his steadfast partner, championed social reforms, ensuring equality for all. The desert bloomed, a testament to their vision, a beacon of hope for the surrounding lands. Their bond, forged in adversity, deepened with each shared triumph, a symbol of unity and resilience. The kingdom prospered, a harmonious blend of tradition and progress. Khalil and Zara, their hair touched with silver, strolled through the bustling marketplace. They observed the joyous scenes, a quiet satisfaction in their hearts. The kingdom they had built thrived, a testament to their unwavering belief in a better future. They had weathered storms, overcome obstacles, and emerged stronger, their love and commitment unwavering. The desert's transformation was not just physical, it was a reflection of the hearts of its people, united by a shared purpose. Their legacy would be one of peace, prosperity, and enduring hope. A grand festival illuminated the night sky, celebrating the kingdom's unity. Fireworks painted vibrant patterns against the dark canvas, reflecting the joy and harmony within the land. Khalil and Zara watched from their balcony, a sense of profound peace washing over them. They had achieved their dream, a kingdom where differences were celebrated, and all were valued. Their journey, though arduous, had culminated in this moment of radiant fulfillment. The desert song was now a symphony of hope. The future belonged to the children. In schools and communities, young people learned about sustainability, cooperation, and the importance of empathy. They were the inheritors of Khalil and Zara's legacy, a kingdom built on compassion and understanding. The seeds they planted symbolized not just crops, but the potential for growth, for a brighter tomorrow. The desert bloomed not just with flowers, but with dreams. The desert, once barren and desolate, now shimmered with life. A rainbow arched across the horizon, a symbol of hope and renewal. Khalil and Zara's vision had transformed not just a land, but a way of life. Their story echoed through the generations, a reminder that even from the harshest conditions, beauty and prosperity could arise. The kingdom stood as a testament to the power of unity, love, and unwavering belief.